around me, spoken I see. One, never be a bitch and run. You gotta fight for an eye for an eye, gun for a gun. Even if it's evil for evil, we at war with these devils for the blood of our people. Two, always stay down with the truth. Once I weed out the fake, now I'm down to a few. It's never ever been about numbers. Yeah, I'd rather have a couple of shooters, long as they real gunners. Three, always keep some soldiers around me. Spoken prophecies go forth to make the blind see. Trying to lead a horse to the water, and you ain't got a drink, but the other option is slaughter. Four, we risk our life for the sick and poor. Truth, I spit it raw, you ain't never heard this before. We gotta ride for each other, we ain't nothing like the others, for the blood of my brothers. If you wanna ride, nigga, let's ride. And if you wanna slide, nigga, we can slide. For the blood of my brothers, I ride. For my brothers, we'll die for each other. If you wanna ride, nigga, let's ride. And if you wanna slide, nigga, we can slide. For the blood of my brothers, I ride. For my brothers, we'll die for each other. If you wanna ride, if you wanna ride, it's for the blood of my brothers, I ride. With my brothers, we'll die for each other. And if you wanna slide, nigga, we can slide. It's for the blood of my brothers, I ride. For my brothers, we'll die for each other, nigga. Five, if I say slide, then my niggas slide. Why y'all devils trying to get active? My niggas stay live, certified. I'll put my fucking name on it. Cold word, thunderstorm, bullets make it rain on them. Six, had to trade a garment for a chopstick. I know my op sick, it's wartime, it's time to mop shit. And yeah, we know your last known whereabouts. Searching through them holes in the rocks, we bout to air it out. Seven, trying to build the kingdom of heaven. The first order of business is to silence the reverend. Yeah, all the churches we gotta seize. Go to Captain Kahan and tell him, sir, we got the keys. 8, gotta make sure my niggas straight. We don't know the date, but the saints patiently wait. Until then, we gotta ride for each other. We ain't nothing like the others, for the blood of my brothers, nigga. If you wanna ride, nigga, let's ride. And if you wanna slide, nigga, we can slide. For the blood of my brothers, I ride. For my brothers, we'll die for each other. If you wanna ride, nigga, let's ride. And if you wanna slide, nigga, we can slide. For the blood of my brothers, I ride. For my brothers, we'll die for each other. If you wanna ride, if you wanna ride, it's for the blood of my brothers, I ride. With my brothers, we'll die for each other. And if you wanna slide, nigga, we can slide. It's for the blood of my brothers, I ride. For my brothers, we'll die for each other, nigga.
All right, clap it up. Shalom, Israel. This is Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. And we are led by the amazing Commanding General YAHANNA. All right, this is the I.S.U.P.K Houston Tuesday Brotherhood class. So what that means is, we're going to talk about what I call one of the glues to getting back to rebuilding our nation, and that's brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? In the world we live in today, in this society, we have I guess we would have a false sense of what brotherhood is, and we confuse it with this word called camaraderie. Our people are attracted to, different things, what I'm saying, that'll make them draw near, to certain, groups, clubs, organizations, even churches. A lot of our people, what I'm saying, they I'll take it with the church. With the church, a lot of people choose their churches because of either the numbers, on how many members that church got. You know, a lot of people going to these mega churches, you know, thinking that the Lord is there, and that's the place that, oh well, all these people are getting blessed, or these people with the Lord, because it's, you know, a few thousand people in this one building every Sunday. Or, you know, it might be they might have a jamming choir. They might have an awesome band. When you know, because the attraction, you know, to a church is with music, and that a lot of people don't know about. All right, you know what I'm saying. So when you visit a new church, one of the things that a church prides themselves on is their choir, because that's what attracts people to their church to even listen to the pastor. So if you walk into a church and that band is they ain't doing too good, you might even walk out like, oh, look at the time, I got to go pick up my other kids, you know. Or you might like, well, no, you're not even give the preacher a shot. Why? Because the music is not appealing to you. Like the ambience, like the aura of that church is not appealing to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you associate music with how you feel. Because like when you go into a club, man, that club better be playing your best song. Like when I was coming up, you know, you walk in the club here, come on, baby, power up with me. You know, you coming up like, yeah, this my club. Or, you know, whatever, you know, with these songs with the women, you know what I'm saying, these twerking songs, if they play the right twerking song at the right time, they go into that club every ladies' night, free before 10. So with the church, you know, if that choir is jamming and they got some effeminate brother or, you know, some sister up there singing, and she's doing a damn good job, or he's doing a damn good job, and that band is making you feel like, oh man, this is the place to be. You're gonna go to that church again. You're gonna sit there and listen to that pastor. It don't matter what's coming out his mouth, because all you know is, man, they made me feel good when I first walked in. And like so, and what that does is that makes you join things off of carnal feelings and carnal thoughts, versus you trying to join things, you know, for the truth. So what we're gonna get into is what we call, you know, like brotherhood versus camaraderie. All right. Can somebody look up the word camaraderie for me? Camaraderie, like comrade. All right, no sweat. I'll look it up. Hold on, my phone tripping. Come, sir. Now, this is the definition of camaraderie.
Camaraderie from Merriam-Webster, a feeling of friendliness, goodwill, and familiarity among the people in a group.
So, say that again, sir.
A feeling of friendliness, goodwill, and familiarity among the people in a group. Salaki.
Yeah, a feel of friendliness and familiarity. You know what I'm saying, with people that, you know, in a familiar group. So, like, you know, at the end of the day, that church becomes a a camaraderie. Or just say, for instance, if you join, or what they call them, like motorcycle groups. You know, a motorcycle group, you know what I'm saying, it's a bunch of people that have like interests. You know, they like motorcycles. You know, whether it be uh um the crotch rockets, like the speed bikes, or you have the ones that drive like the Harley Davidsons and stuff like that. They call them hogs. But in these motorcycle groups, what they they get together, they go to a club or a bar, they drink, they hang out. They might call each other. They share stories and share tips on bikes, and that's what we call a world, the motorcycle world. That's a camaraderie. But guess what? When your bike break down and you or you sell your bike, you no longer have that bike anymore. You're no longer part of that camaraderie. They're not gonna call you no more, man. You done sold your bike. You have nothing to do with us no more. Or sports. If you're a Houston Texans fan, I mean, oh Lord, but you might go to all the Houston Texans barbecues. Yeah, we having a link grill. Slovakia. We having a barbecue. At Justin's house. Come through. So everybody got on they Houston Texans jerseys and whoop whoop this whoop, and as soon as you like, man, I might like the Steelers, or I might, well, you can't come over here no more. If you come over here, we betting, and you got to sit in the sun while we sitting under the canopy. Another thing is, one of the main things is like fraternities. Fraternities, what I'm saying, all of them, they promote brotherhood and sisterhood, but not according to the scriptures. All right, it's a thing that you join, like when you're in college, and you see a lot of people walking around with the same color on. They doing like steps, dance moves, and like when they go to the party, they all have on the same colors. They in one line, doing little dance moves and stuff, and that attracts certain people. It attracts a lot of people, but there are so many different groups to where you have to find your way. You know what I'm saying? And as far as black people, what I'm saying, they have black fraternities and sororities. Now, with the history of those, like the only reason why we have black fraternities and sororities is because, you know, we wanted to integrate with our oppressors so bad to where like we created a black division for everything. So one of them was fraternities because back in the 1900s, 1910, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and even 60s, black people couldn't be in the same things as white people. So what we had to do? We had to mimic what they did and start black fraternities with Greek letters. That's how you know that that's not even of the Lord, because that's and the funny thing about it, they call it uh they call it a pan-Hellenic council. Hellenic means, what I'm saying, that you've taken on a Greek custom and you made it your own, like a Hellenist. Everybody know what Hellenist mean, right? Well, Hellenist means that you've taken on the custom of another nation that's not your own. And I is, for our sakes, it's the Greek customs. So when you see those fraternities, they have the letters like Alpha, Sigma, Omega, Delta, like those are Greek letters. You know, those organizations were started by black people because I guess, some black people want to join the whites but couldn't join the whites, so they had to start their own things. But with these things, um, they don't they don't follow themselves or gear themselves after the Bible. All right. So but before I get to talking too much, but let me get Ecclesiasticus out of the Apocrypha. Oh, here it is right here. You can just take this. It's highlighted in blue. Yellow bar. So read the title. I mean, read the book, the chapter, and the verse.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 1. In three things I was beautified and stood up, beautiful, both before God and man, the unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, a man and a wife that agree together.
All right, now read that again.
Verse 1. In three things I was beautified and stood up, beautiful, both before God and man, the unity of brethren.
The unity of brethren. Now I'm not speaking against, brothers and sisters coming together in any interest, because we're reading a scripture that says this is beautified, amongst God and men. The unity of brethren. Go ahead.
The love of neighbors.
The love of neighbors. And when it says the love of neighbors, who are we talking about? Or what are we talking about? Loving your neighbor, but who is your neighbor? Is he your neighbor because you're sitting right next to him?
No.
Why is he your neighbor?
Yeah.
Y'all share the same blood, so y'all got the same daddy? No. Just be simple. Y'all are neighbors because of what?
We from the same nation.
I'll take that. Because y'all from the same nation. Now, what if, so it don't matter if y'all was like literal neighbors, like he stayed next door to you, house to house or apartment to apartment. Would that mean something?
No.
You sure?
Huh.
Why not?
Because that could be just anybody. That could be a Chinese man. That could be a Arab.
Right. But that's your neighbor though.
Not according to the scripture.
Give that brother a hand. So the love of neighbors. So that's also beautified. All right. Keep reading that again.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 1. In three things I was beautified and stood up, beautiful, both before God and man, the unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, a man and wife that agree together.
Right. And a man and a wife that agree together. You know what I'm saying? A man and a wife that are not bickering and fighting each other all the time. But we're gonna go back to the unity of brethren. Like I said, we have this false sense of the definition of camaraderie, and we exercise it to an extent, but not according to the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? When we use these things, like with fraternities, like you won't call nobody your brother unless they're in your fraternity. So like if you in this green fraternity, everybody that don't wear green, they're not your brothers. Correct?
Concept.
Also, if you in this pink sorority or whatever fraternity, like if they don't wear the same color as you, they're not considered your brother. But y'all are neighbors. Y'all are neighbors, whether according to the scriptures, y'all are neighbors whether you wear green, blue, pink, red, black, purple. You know what I'm saying? You are neighbors. You are brothers according to the scriptures, but you've subdivided your association with your own brothers by, what I'm saying, only calling these certain group of people your brothers, like gangs. Gang, The Crips and the Bloods are what demographic of people?
Black and Hispanic.
Black and Hispanic. Now, aren't black people brothers? Hispanics, blacks and Hispanics, are they neighbors?
Go on, sir.
But what happens if one of the Crips end up going to one of the Bloods' territory?
They get unalived.
They get unalived, and vice versa. But these are neighbors. So this is not the unity of brethren that the scriptures are talking about, because, go ahead.
So like you said, if I may, but in the Christian church, you know, they neighbors, but they ops at the same time, and they don't know. Like, they just let you sit across from your enemy and hug them and all of that stuff.
Right, because all of the Christian church care about is what?
That 10%.
Money.
Yeah.
It ain't 10% no more. Because they say, well, because they try to pull the scripture to where, like, if you missed the 10% last week, you got to pay that extra 5%. So they want 15 now off the rip for tithes that you done missed 5 years ago. And then they have you stand in this line. Oh, we need a blessing. You know, we need new doorknobs for the children's church. So everybody with $100 bill stand in this line. Everybody with a $50 bill stand in this line. Right. You know, they say church. That's how the old people say it. All right. So the unity of brethren. We back on that. So like I was talking about with the Crips and the Bloods, you know, these are the same nation of people. But, you know what I'm saying, due to us trying to integrate with the white man, because we tried to mimic, you know, them being in gangs, because, you know, our oppressors were in gangs first. You know what I'm saying? And then our gangs rooted off from, you know, the Black Panther Party. You know what I'm saying? The Black Panther Party, you know, it started off good. You know, they trying to help the community, feed the community. But then with a strategy called COINTELPRO, they allowed our oppressors to infiltrate their organization and divide the neighbors. You know what I'm saying? They divided the neighbors and caused a split. So now that's why you got red versus blue. You got color versus color. You know what I'm saying? With the same nation versus the same nation. Neighbor versus neighbor. All right. So drop that and give me Psalms chapter 133 and verse 1. Psalms 133 and verse 1. Uh-huh. You go ahead and read it when you got it.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 133, verse 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even if Aaron's beard that went down to the skirts of his garments. Verse 3.
No, you start right there. It says it's good for brethren to dwell in unity. When we dwell in unity, you know what I'm saying, we hold ourselves, like, you know, according to the scriptures, like, we hold ourselves accountable for our actions. You know what I'm saying? Because we're only as good or as strong as our weakest link. You know, so when it comes to brotherhood, like here in the school, like, we hold each other accountable according to the scriptures, man. So I'm not gonna let you fall short. I'm not gonna let you sin. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try not to let you sin, because, you know, I mean, if you want to do it, you're gonna do it. But I'm gonna hold you accountable for your actions. You're gonna hold me accountable for my actions. And when we get to these, you know, these you know, these clubs and these groups, you know what I'm saying, they don't do that. You know, it's just all about, hey, let's put on the same color, let's go to this club, let's dance together. You know, we're gonna take a picture, blah, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get some women, or we're gonna get some men, and we're just gonna turn up. But that's it. But as far as, you know, holding each other accountable as far as the scriptures, they don't do it. All right. You got something, sir? A pen? Nah, it's one on. It should be one on either on the bookshelf or at the bottom of the shamar table, sir. All right. So read that scripture for me again, Baba Kasha.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 133, verse 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity. Verse 2.
All right, now just leave it right there. So how good is it for brethren to, you know, join together in unity? Just think, you know, we're talking about in the truth though. I mean, because, you know, I was in the college drum line, and you know, we considered each other brothers. You know what I'm saying? And we had a blast. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to going against a different drum line or a different band or whatever, like we were all one. We all had the same goals to go against them. Boom, 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 boom. There's nothing wrong with competition. Don't get me wrong. But as far as somebody correcting me, as far as, hey, you shouldn't smoke all that weed like that, or you shouldn't sleep with that woman and then put her away. Don't call her no more. Like stuff like that didn't happen. All right. But hearing the truth, you'll tell the brother, hey man, yeah, I just got with this sister, man, and you know, we did our thing. Next thing they're gonna tell me, well, she yours for life. Don't leave her. You know, and that's righteousness in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And what we need to start doing is drop that and give me okay, night. Go ahead. Oh no, I want Proverbs 18 and 24 now. Like we gotta stop. We gotta stop joining things or being attracted to things just because they got a lot of members or whatever carnal thing that attracts them. You know what I'm saying? That attracts us to these groups. Because one thing that you have to do is, you know, the scriptures say you have to prove a friend. All right, you have to prove a friend. That means you have to see if this brother is down for you, like for real, because everybody your friend. You know what I'm saying? When you up, but when you're down, you know that's when you find out who your friends are, who your brothers are. All right. A matter of fact, we're gonna get that scripture in a minute. Read that Proverbs 18:24.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 24. A man that have friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a
Read
brother.
that again.
A man that have friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother.
All right. This says a man that has friends must show himself friendly. So somebody that got a lot of friends, you know, they appease to everything. You know what I'm saying? They friendly to everybody. Don't no matter what they doing in life or whatever type of sin or whatever type of things that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to be loved by everybody. They want to be liked. They want to be accepted by everybody. All right. So like say for instance, like a club promoter. A club promoter is probably one of the friendliest dudes ever. Because why? He want people to come to his club. Because if nobody comes to his club, he don't get paid. All right, like like it, and then you have those people that have they have a lust for like being accepted, so they'll do any and everything to to uh to appease somebody. Like in the streets they call them crash dummies. You know what a crash dummy is, huh? You know, a crash dummy is that dude, like say for instance, you and a few brothers, y'all walking down the street, y'all walking in the mall, and somebody will say, man, it'd be funny if somebody just go up to the Gucci store and just moon everybody in there. And then you had that dude that was like, shh, I do it. And he run up to the Gucci store, pull down his pants, and just moon everybody in there. Just to get a laugh. Like, oh, that boy Marco funny, man. Hey, Marco be tripping, man. Marco, wow. You know what I'm saying? So now y'all accept him now. Y'all know Marco gonna do anything. Hey, Marco. Hey, man, that homeless man just stepped on my shoe. Man, go knock him out. Marco go knock the homeless man out. For no reason. Just to be liked. That's what a lot of people just for the camaraderie. That's what people do. So people join these fraternities, they join these secret organizations, they join all these things just to get liked. It's a bunch of crash dummies in these Greek fraternities, these Greek organizations. It's a bunch of them. Keep reading that scripture.
And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother.
There's a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. Now, how would you find out that a friend sticking closer than a brother?
Signs of compassion.
Signs of compassion?
Like I'm talking about, like, let's just say if you like needed something to eat and they helped you out with it, like they gave you something to eat.
Okay, I'll take that. Go ahead.
Just receiving tough love from somebody when you deserve it. You know you did something wrong. Hey, come here, let me deal with you right quick. You did this, and that. Do you agree? That you was at fault. Kind of lie.
Right. I mean, right. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that, you know what I'm saying, y'all in that same group. And, I said the same thing, man. Somebody ought to just go to the Gucci store and moon them because they ain't want to let us in. And then you be like, all right, Marco be like, oh, I do it. Yeah, I'm going to go do it. Hey, Marco, man, come here, dog. Say, man, don't do that dumb stuff, bro. Like, that ain't going to do nothing. Probably had a mall security on us. You know what I'm saying? We get kicked out or whatever. We can't come back. No, man, don't do no stuff like that. Oh man, don't knock that old man. Don't knock that homeless man out, man. He didn't see the man's shoe standing right there, man. Don't do no dumb stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And what you said about getting something to eat too. I saw this video came out on social media maybe a couple years ago, and it was like 4 or 5 teenage boys. They stopped at, I don't know if it was Wingstop or whatever wing place, and it was like 4 brothers sitting at the table eating, and there was just one dude just sitting there, like, and they like, yeah, hey man, we eating, but he ain't had no money. He ain't got no money. Look, that's why he ain't got no wings in front of that. He ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? That he should leave all 4 of them. That's not being a brother. But he wanted that camaraderie so much to where he suffered that shame. You know what I'm saying? He suffered being talked about, or suffered, you know what I'm saying, going without just to hang with these people. He'll end up being a crash dummy because, and I'll buy you a 10-piece if you go slap that girl on the butt. And he like, man, I want these brothers to like me, for one. 2, I'm hungry as hell. And 3, I get to touch on some booty. So guess what? What he gonna do? End up in jail, probably, or getting beat up, because her boyfriend might come from out somewhere. Or she got brothers with her, just like if you ever seen The Wood, when they bet what was his name, North Carolina, when they bet him to slap the main character girl on the butt, they bet him $1, and he ran and he did it. He ended up getting beat up by her brother after school, being a crash dummy, trying to enjoy camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? Because camaraderie is it's an attractive thing to look at. You know what I'm saying? You see a bunch of people together, and they all enjoying themselves, and yeah, you know, like the in crowd was what they would call it. You know, like yeah, you know, yeah, hey, yeah, this is my nigga right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, they playing around and goofing off. You know what I'm saying? They just enjoying themselves, and you want to be a part of that. So, get the door for me, Nike, Baba Kasha. Oh, no sweat. So you enjoy that stuff. So you would become a crash dummy. Go ahead.
Do you think that's the reason the crime rate is so high?
Me personally, I think so. I think that a lot of people do crimes to be a part of a camaraderie, to be comrades with each other. That's and that's why I keep saying crash dummy, because that's one like the young people's term now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm gonna crash you out. You know what I'm saying? And that's for like really for like weak-minded people. Weak-minded people that can't stand alone, because they want, like I say, they want to feel accepted by these people that are not righteous for one, and that'll have them do anything. They'll have them risk going to jail, you know, just to see some fun to them. Something that they wouldn't dare do. You know, hey man, I was, you know, hey man, go rob Ali at the store. They know Ali got that 12 gauge pump under the under the register, and you tell him to go ahead, sir.
They learn the difference between brotherhood and camaraderie when somebody get jail time. Like at first, they think it's all brotherhood, but as soon as
Right.
somebody get in that jail, now it's camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't checking on that brother no more. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
you scared the brother gonna probably snitch on you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the difference then shows the difference between brotherhood and camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? When adversity steps in.
Right. Colonel Carr. And what he's saying is heavy, because after you rob Ali, you know, either Ali gonna spare your life by not shooting you with that 12 gauge, or he gonna call him. He gonna put that lock on the door, that magnet on the door, where you can't even get out, and call the cops. Now you're going to jail. And when you go to jail, those dudes that was out there that was laughing like, yeah, that boy Marco crazy. Now you getting hauled off in a police car. Now them boys out there like, hey, they calling Marco girlfriend now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, camaraderie. You know, yeah, we gonna make sure your girl good. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make sure she good. Right. She, you know, those friends gonna make sure Marco girlfriend good. Oh yeah, he ain't getting out no time soon. You know, you need some, you know, need some company. You know, just call me, just hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Or if Ali at that store take that 12 gauge shotgun and blow Marco head off, guess what? They gonna put your name on it. They gonna put your picture on the shirt and wear it for about 1 week, and that's it. Man, RIP, man. RIP Marco, man. You know, that's my nigga. They gonna be all on Instagram like they was your partner. But they still call her Marco girlfriend. Now they really gonna console her. You know what I'm saying? The picture on the shirt, they're gonna wear it for about a week, maybe 2 weeks. And then after that, they're gonna find them another crash dummy that won't camaraderie. Go ahead.
Like when people be posting like RIP and stuff like that on like the Instagram and Facebook, do you think that's the for like do you think they trying to chase clout in a way?
What you mean?
Like let's just say like Michael Jackson died, or he did die. Everybody that posted him, they pretty much seeking attention from other people that found out about his death.
Most of the time, people that post like especially like with famous people, like it's just they just posting because it's a muscle memory for them. It's the hottest topic right now, so they just posting on it. Like right now, the hottest topic is LeBron James' son, having a heart attack. So it's people that don't even watch basketball posting "Get well, Bronny." That's just muscle memory. It's they don't even know the shape of a basketball. They don't even know who LeBron James' son play for. But they get well, Bronny, or they posting the latest post on the situation. That's just they just post. They just look at whatever's popular, whatever's trending, and then they just post it to get likes and people to follow their page.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like drama and confusion is what's selling right now. You know what I'm saying? If controversy, that's the word I was looking for. Like controversy is what you know builds people. I guess they like profile or algorithm or whatever. So if you posting whatever's controversial, you want people to come to your page and like it for whatever reason. I don't know if they get money for it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's what people do on that. Go ahead.
Like I feel like they know people gonna have sympathy towards that person, and the person that's viewing the post, if they like just scroll past it without liking, they probably feel like some kind of guilt for not liking it.
Right. Now let me ask you a question. I'm changing the subject, Slocky. But let me ask you a question. Uh was Christ a comrade or was he a brother?
Depends on who you asking.
What you mean if you depend on who we ask?
Cause you got people that he was like an actual brother to, but he was a brother to everybody. But it's people that will have like a relationship with him as if they're his brother. And then you got people that'll be like the complete opposite, like camaraderie.
Right. Well, the people that was following him were comrades, but he was a brother. Give me Ecclesiastes. No, it's like it. John chapter 15, verse 13. And this is the example on letting you know that Christ was a brother, because this is what he did. All right, John chapter 15, verse 13. Got it?
Con. John chapter 15, verse 13. Greater love have no man than this, that that a man lay down his life for his friends.
Read that again.
Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
A greater love have no man than this. You know what I'm saying? So when you in that gang, or you in that fraternity, or you even if you in whatever little club or group or whatever, if your friend or your so-called brother don't say, man, I'd die for you, you're in a club. Like you're not in a brotherhood. Because it says, greater love have no man than this, that that he laid down his life for you. All right. Now, didn't Christ lay
Gone, sir.
So Christ was a brother, and that's true brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Christ corrected everybody on their faults. Christ showed mercy. You know what I'm saying? Christ showed mercy and he corrected people. You know what I'm saying? Christ wasn't no person looking for crash dummies. So read that one more time.
John chapter 15, verse 13. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
So a man lay down his life for his friends. Now that's true brotherhood. Somebody and laying down his life literally. You know what I'm saying? All right, drop that and give me let's see. Proverbs 17 and 17. Now this scripture is what Officer Gabawal was talking about earlier when talking about you're gonna find out who your friend is when the stuff hit the fan. All right.
Proverbs chapter 17, verse 17. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity.
Read that again.
A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity.
And say a friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. So, you know, you can call everybody your friend. You know what I'm saying? You can call, you know, if y'all got something in common. Oh yeah, that's my nigga. I've been knowing him for 2 weeks. Because y'all, you know, y'all basketball fans. Y'all like basketball together. So that's your friend now. But what happens if y'all come to he come to your house and y'all about to watch the playoffs and your lights go out? Guess you'll find out if he a friend or not. I mean, you'll find out if he a brother or not. You're gonna find out what he gonna either say, well, yeah, I'm about to go to my sister's house, or I'm about to go somewhere else. But a brother be like, well, hey man, we either go to my house, we can watch the game over there. Oh man, I got a generator on the back of my truck, man. We can just plug the TV up and we can rock it out. You know what I'm saying? That's a brother. Oh man, how much your light bill is? $200? Okay, well I got $125 right now. I can give you that. You can get your lights back on so we can at least catch the third quarter. You know what I'm saying? A brother gonna rock it out with you. Even walking that mile with you. You know what I'm saying? And eating keto with you. You know what I'm saying? The water to my brothers, man, that's helping me you know, on my journey, you know, cutting down some of this weight, man, because good night. It's a hard task to turn away from the foods I love to eat, man. But then that's what a brother do. They hold me accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because trying to do something like that by yourself is not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Because look here, I'm a chocolate head. I love rice. I love French fries. I love burgers and chicken. Well, I can still eat chicken though. It just got to be grilled or you know oven baked. You know, so I just can't eat fried chicken right now. But you know what I'm saying? But holding somebody accountable for that is what a brother is. You know what I'm saying? In adversity, sticking with you, making sure you're doing the right things. You know what I'm saying? Riding it out with you. You know what I'm saying? All right. Was there any more on that? Oh no, it wasn't. Give me Salaki, give me 1 second. I'm trying to find the Salaki, if I may, sir. Test a friend. I think it's in the Apocrypha, I know for sure. But yeah, but while we getting that, I wanna now I asked y'all a question earlier. I was like, well, what was Christ a brother or a comrade? You know what I'm saying? Like even the people that followed him. You know what I'm saying? With Simon Peter, would you consider him? Would you consider him a brother or a comrade? Edgar,
Can you repeat that one more time?
would you consider Simon Peter or Peter? Would you consider him a brother or a comrade?
Comrade.
Why you say comrade? And and before he give his answer, Nike, are you still reading or what? What you doing? Give me Matthew 4. I'm so lucky. Matthew chapter 4. Okay, come. And start at 18.
Matthew chapter 4, verse 18. And Jesus walking by the Sea of Galilee,
Galilee.
Galilee saw two brethren, Simon called Peter, and Andrew his brother, casting the net into the sea, for they were fishers.
All right. So you said that Peter was a comrade. So like we've been going over, pretty much things that people attract themselves to with being, comrades. Like they, like this FIG group, fake Israelite group that we like to call, the IUIC. A lot of people, they have a lot of numbers. You know what I'm saying? And new people are attracted to them because they have numbers, or they all dressed in the same color, just like what we talking about fraternities. Fraternity, they all dressed in the same color. They get it. They stand in a line and they do dance moves and they do this and they do that. So a lot of people, when they consider themselves finding the truth, they're more attracted to them versus what a truth looks like. All right. So this is Peter. You know what I'm saying? Peter has a fishing business. You know what I'm saying? So Christ is, finds these two brothers. They at work. They doing their business. All right. So read verse 19.
Verse 19. And he said unto them, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men.
So did Christ have a bunch of people with him at that time?
La.
Was Christ dressed fly at that time?
La.
So what would make two businessmen, you know what I'm saying? Okay, read verse 20.
Verse 20. And they straightway left their nets and followed him.
So they left their business and followed Christ. They ain't know Christ from Adam. They ain't know him from nothing. So what made these two businessmen follow Christ?
Brotherhood.
You should not camaraderie.
Con.
You're right, brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Brotherhood is what made them brothers follow Christ. Christ didn't come out there and say, "Oh, I'm this and I'm that. I'm the Christ and I'm the son. I'm the son of God. I'm this." He didn't say none. He just, "Hey, man, follow me." And them boys dropped they stuff and they followed. You know, his other disciples, you know, pretty much the same thing. Well, one of them said, "Well, let me go bury my people right quick." And you know, Christ told them, "Hey, man, let the dead bury let the dead bury the dead." You know what I'm saying? But so they let the dead bury the dead, and they follow Christ. So how many brothers did Christ have?
11.
He had 11.
1. 12.
All he had was 12.
Con.
He had 12. He had 12 brothers.
Israelites. 12 tribes.
Okay, well let me ask you another question. How many neighbors did he have? Huh? Carry the one again. 40,000? No. How many people followed him when he went to go teach in was that Jerusalem, sir? How many? Well, let me ask you this: how many people did he feed with the fish and bread? No, 5,000. Go ahead.
May I have the scripture for that answer again?
We was at Matthew chapter 4.
So like when you said 5,000, I remember how the story goes that he fed them in breaking order, but I just wanted to write down the scripture because I want to remember.
Okay, I'll get it to you like in a minute. All right, no sweat. So Christ had 5,000 people, you know, following him. So you said he had 13 brothers, 12 brothers. So was those 5,000 people, or were they brothers or were they comrades? Why were they comrades? Right, get a brother a hand. They were only there because of food. They saw him, man, that lady just grabbed him and his garment, man, and she ain't burning no more. Man, I know for sure that nigga over there been blind in the mug since I've been a little boy. Now he looking at people and now he can see. Oh, Mr. John, man, he been crippled ever since I know him. And now he walking straight, and he did it. Oh yeah, man, let me go see what's up with him. And then when at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You know, they got food over there. You know what I'm saying? They got food. He got bread. He got, you know, a couple people got wine over there. Yeah, I'm gonna go and follow them. But then when he started teaching them and cutting them, they started just drifting away because they wasn't there for the brotherhood. 5,000 people was there for only what you know, like a carnal mindset. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't there trying to, you know, correct themselves and live to according to what he was saying. They were there just for, hey man, free food. You know, like even when we go out to camp, you know what I'm saying, we have free food. Just like Christ did. We have free food. Thanks to the sisters, you know, in our school that work tirelessly, you know, to get these meals together to help feed these people, man. And they only come, hey, yeah, man, what y'all talking about? Yeah, that's right. Yep. Jesus black. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He got one of them sandwiches right there, one of them cold water. Yeah. Let me get them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they'll walk around front. Yeah. Nigga, I just got me a sandwich and something to eat from them brothers over there. Yeah. And then somebody else come over there. Yeah. I mean, take this fly. No, I don't want no fly. They said y'all had food over here. I mean, yeah, we got food to save your soul, but you want something to fill your belly. That's what comrades do. Not a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Christ exemplified brotherhood everywhere he went. You know what I'm saying? Like when we was talking about, you know, like the fraternities and all the other stuff, like this green fraternity wouldn't help nobody in this red fraternity because they not brothers. But here, everybody is our brother. Just like how Christ, you know, all 5,000 of them people, even though they was comrades to him, I mean, he was a comrade to them, but he was a brother to them. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't have to show any affiliation to him for him to be a brother to them. Like he was healing people and feeding them just off of GP. You know what I'm saying? Long as you was an Israelite, his people, his neighbors, you good. That's why he was healing people. That's why he fed people. You know what I'm saying? He only came back to save his people. That's brotherhood. He laid down his life for his people. That's brotherhood. All right. We're gonna drop that, and we're gonna go to Salaki. Oh, you say you had the precept, sir?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, verse 7. A friend, be not hasty to credit him.
All right, it says, where my apocrypha at? Salaki, read that again, sir.
No sweat. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
So if you get a friend, prove him first, and don't be hasty to credit him. Just because y'all like motorcycles, or just because you love Marvel comics, y'all have something in common. Don't call that man your friend off the rip like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if he believe in the Most High, or you don't know if he believe in raping. You don't believe, or he believe, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so quick to call somebody your friend, and then you ended up being a crash dummy for him. Because as soon as you know, yeah, that's my friend right there. And then he find out your weaknesses, and then he exploit them. But then I thought that was your homeboy. Thought that was your boy. You know what I'm saying? You bring him around your family, then he try to, do all type of wicked things. All right, don't be so quick to call somebody your friend just because you have something in common with them. You know, don't be so quick to call them your friend just because, oh yeah, we in the same fraternity, or we in the same chess club. We in the, that's my friend. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You know what they say, birds of a feather flock together. So that's why we say we're not affiliated with any other Israelite group You know what I'm saying? Because we can't call them, you know, even though they're our brothers and we treat them like brothers all the time, we can't call them a friend. We can't call them, you know, doing the same thing because they may do something a little different than us. Your friend might like little boys, and you calling him your friend. So if he get exposed for liking little boys, guess what? Oh, so Mike, that's his partner right there. So guess what? You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's your partner though. So you've been knowing this so you do it too. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna come up. You know what I'm saying? So don't be hasty. Like you gotta prove that friend. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like we read earlier. You know what I'm saying? A brother is born in adversity. You know what I'm saying? Like when you down and out, you gonna really see who down for you. You know what I'm saying? Like that purple group. Like you got to have a job, I guess. You know, to be a part of them. Go ahead.
Talking about Israelite and cops.
Right. You know, the feds. You know what I'm saying? Training days. Like you got to have a job. Like you gotta get them your 1099 or W2, all that stuff, man. Like we don't do none of that. Like it don't take all that to be a brother when we already brothers. Like you just oppressing your brothers even more. Like everybody that come to this door, we get them the same shot. Hey man, you hungry? Man, you just hot in the mug outside. And in Houston right now, it's been averaging 103 degrees, 105 degrees every day. We ought to invest in the water stock market because like we give away so much water a week to it's ridiculous. Like we gotta buy water every week, ice every week. You know what I'm saying? Because we see our brother like we was in camp, you know what I'm saying? Was it San Antonio? No, we went to Austin. And a a club or a group of people would have let this man bleed out. But we were in camp and a guy came up, you know what I'm saying? He had just got in a fight with some of his friends, and one of his friends stabbed him. He come right by the camp. And one of the things that the brother, he at first he was a little combative because the people that he loved and trusted just portrayed him. So when he seen us, he seen some more black people. He was a little standoff and was like, nah, man, I don't need y'all here. Like, nah, we were like, calm down, bro. Like, we not here for that for you, bro. Like it's hot outside. We gave him some water. Like, hey man, are you bleeding? Let us take care of that. So we was a brother to him. Didn't know him from nobody. You know what I'm saying? And then treated his wound, gave him water, gave him something to eat. He calmed down and he said, thank you. He said a whole bunch of other stuff too, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't in that area to record everything that he said. But everything was thank you, man. If it wasn't for y'all, man, you know, this, that, this, that. That's what being a brother is to our people, man. Like comrades would have just sit there and let him bleed out, recorded him. Like, hey, man, look at this dope fiend. Look at this drunk dude. He out here, he out here about to bleed and die. You know what I'm saying? But us being brothers, just like how Christ was, probably saved his life. You know what I'm saying? All right, that might be it. If anybody got any questions, I can ask any questions. But other than that, I mean, I think we'll be done with that. But like I said, this it's a difference between it's a difference between a brotherhood and a camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's nothing wrong with you know getting together with brothers and sisters, having a good time. You know what I'm saying? But joining a brotherhood, according to the scriptures, is all you need. You know what I'm saying? Because comrades only go so far. All right. And with that, this has been the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. And I'm gonna pass the class over to Officer 50, Yakubad. Yeah, that's right.
We are the Israelites. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to they are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. The book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. Book of Malachi, chapter 3, 8 through 10, which means 10 from the Hebrew, Masharah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, non-mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation.
Mm-hmm.
Memorial blowing of trumpets. First day of the 7th month, Friday, 15th September 2023. The book of Leviticus 23, verse 24 to 25. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. This concludes security.
All right, with that, hold on, Sly, you had a question?
Nah,
I'm gonna still get that when we end class. I'm still get that scripture. All right. With that, Imagine, which means to stand. We'll give a courteous salute to the brothers and the sisters. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah, Yat Matah, Saul, face the sisters. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, Yahweh Shemal Athah Shem Yahweh Shah, Yat Matah, dismiss. Please hold our talk until we clear online.